you ready to learn about a cool cephalopod? Of course you are. They're the best animals ever. Let's go. Okay, so in order to tell you about the one I want to, I need to talk about what a cuttlefish is and how they're different from all other cephalopods and even decapods. How they're used. This is a common cuttlefish. They have W-shaped eyes, which is pretty unique among cephies, and it's a distinguishing feature of them, actually. They have 8 arms, just like any other, not talking about nautilus obviously, but any other colioid, any other cephy that's a colioid, it has 8 arms. What's different is that it has 4 rows of suckers on them, and they all have teeth on all of the suckers. It also has retractable tentacles that can be stored in the mantle, which is, if you remember, it's this long, big part right here. They're also, like, quite a bit wider than squids. They have a fin that goes all the way down, like I've already mentioned before, and it's like really bouncy, kind of like a skirt. Those tentacles move really fast, and they have to aim them just right, by the way, because the second they shoot them out, they have no control over them. Briefly, I want to say that their mating is like really, really distinct. They have mating rituals. I don't have enough time to go into that, but I can in a different video, because they actually use deception. They're smart enough to literally use deception and know how to trick. They use hypnotism to catch their prey, because they move their chromatophores and their colors so fast. They also have episodic memories, which means that they know specifically what, where, and when the food that they're getting is, and also like they have like a long-term memory too. This video is already running too long, so I'm going to try to talk about this as quickly, but it's like the most important part, so it's going to probably watch it at times 2 if you have. This is cuttlebone. It's their internalized bone. It's made out of calcium carbonate. It's both rigid and porous. It has this. This is how it's porous. This is called the lamellar matrix. This is what it looks like if it's cut in half. Here's another picture. It's rigid because of the dorsal shields. The lamellar matrix, it basically allows them to control their density. They absorb and take water in through their siphon, and it allows them to become heavier. But then when they release the water, there's gas left, and it lets them float, basically. This allows them to essentially hover in the water, which is really, 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 really cool. The flamboyant cuttlefish does not do this, at least not much. The reason why is because they are only like 8 centimeters in length max. That's like 3 inches. Their cuttlebone takes up most of their body, but since they're small, it's like not big. It's thick, it's diamond shaped. It doesn't really work for anything. It's basically useless. These guys are called the flamboyant cuttlefish. Their nickname is and I'm going to pronounce this wrong, I'm sorry, flamenco dancers. Okay, so their Latin name is Metasapia fiberae, and all cuttlefish are in the order Cepidae, or Cepidae. The reason is because their ink is brown, and it translates to brown in Greek. Okay, so I already talked about their size. They live in the Indo-Pacific area, like northern Australia mostly. They go down to 3 to 86 meters, and they live on the seafloor. So how does anything get around if it can't just hover? Well, I'd love to tell you. This little weirdo uses its arms as legs, and it walks more like struts across the seafloor. When it's hunting, it looks like this. It does this to hide from crabs and crustaceans and small fish, but not always. Because if there is a predator around, it will not move or run away or swim and ink away. It just takes more energy, so they don't really do that much. When confronted with a predator, unlike other cephies who jet away or camouflage, these guys have tetrodotoxin in their skin. That makes them poisonous. The difference between poisonous and venomous is you bite it, you die. Venomous is it bites you, you die. So these guys are still nice. You just shouldn't eat them. Side tangent on not eating cephies. Octos and cuttlefish have been proven to have the same intelligence of a 5-year-old child. Like they solve puzzles, they have memories, they can remember times and places, and they can literally distinguish numbers in like groups. Cephalopods can, to know which group is there. So no, you shouldn't eat this one, and you shouldn't eat any of them. So it has TTX in its skin, and it tells all of the predators, hey, I'm poisonous, by looking like a flowery highlighter. They're very, very pretty, but very, very not tasty, because they have the same toxin as blue rings, and that's 100 times more deadly than cyanide. These guys live anywhere from 18 to 24 months, so not that long, and that's all I got. There, that's the thing you know now.